Hey, beautiful people. I'm Tavy from BeautyBeyondYourHead.com, and I'd like to welcome you back to another episode of Beauty Beyond Your Head TV. This video rant is called A Penny for My Thoughts. Today, I want to talk about minding your business. I found the Bells Plus One, and so my understanding it is a more recent YouTube channel, but it's a popular channel about a young woman and her husband, her family life, vlogging and beauty and things like that. My first experience with Marcia and her channel was the video she posted about how much money she had made. I watched a handful of other videos, and in one of her videos, she's talking about her creating a group, the Real Women of YouTube. And so I subscribed to that group. I thought the group was extremely positive. The energy is good. It's a lot of great ideas, opportunity to network and interact with other YouTubers, up and coming YouTubers, bounce ideas off of each other. I think it's a good idea. I think that it's a positive step in the right direction. It's like more recently, certain trends are popular, but for a while, people weren't talking about what equipment they use necessarily, or so things are starting to change. There was a post that Marcia did, and she was saying, well, people are coming for me, and so at this time, I have no clue about what's going on necessarily. I am for the part where she's saying, well, people are bullying. Let's do something to kind of counteract all of the negativity. And there were people in the group saying, well, why should we jump on this particular bandwagon? You are only boosting your channel. How is this going to help small YouTubers? In my mind, I'm like, well, if somebody clicks on a link and they like this particular video, which I do, I may catch one video and then I might want to look at 4, 5, 6 of your other videos because I want to see who you are, what you represent, what you like, what you don't like. So it made sense. It's like, okay, we're going to talk about something positive, and then you're going to get some boost to your channel because you're talking about her. People want to know about her, and in turn, they're going to click on your link because you are talking about her. I didn't think twice about it. One step behind us posting was, we're going to say, hey, we're exposing Marcia, we're exposing the Bells Plus One, and then you go into a made up story, and then you go into, saying, hey, stop bullying. I don't support bullying. And so I came up with my little concept about what I wanted to do to join in, say, hey, stop bullying. That day, when we were discussing this in the group, I have 3 boys, and my middle son came home the day prior and was like somebody has spit in his face.
Spit in your face? Why? What you mean?
The school called me. We got down to the bottom of the situation. It was a misunderstanding. So I'm learning to get myself together and to think before I react to situations. And I'm teaching my son, you have to conduct yourself in a certain manner. I got to looking at other videos, and a young lady in the group, Crown Queen, and she posted a video, but it got my mind to going. For what reason would she have to lie, on Marcia? And so I got to looking at different videos, and so many videos have come up. It is so much drama surrounding this woman and her family.
I was like, damn.
Then there were people were saying things about her rent, and she didn't have a place to stay, and she did a GoFundMe, and there was some issues with some money, and just different people weighing in.
It got me to thinking. I didn't know anything about it. My mom always taught me, you give what you have to give, and you do not give away something you can't afford to lose. So a homeless person asked me for some money, and people say, I don't give them money because they might go drink liquor with it. Well, I mean, that is between them and God. If they ask and you have it, it's on your heart. You're like, damn, I want to give Mr. Sir $5. Then give it. you did what you felt like was the right thing to do at that time. God will deal with them and whatever else they do after that. So if the homeless man asks you for the money for food and he's lying and he goes to get liquor, that's between him and God. God has to deal with him in that. He'll have another situation where he's tested. He'll either go through tribulation or he'll be blessed. That's how that goes. You can't focus on what somebody else is doing. That don't let that change who you are. So if you gave money to this young woman and she needed a place to stay and now she has a place, then let that be that. It's furnished and this and that. That comes with getting a place. I don't know too many people who don't get a place and then they don't buy furniture. And if you have the means to get the things you want to make you more comfortable after you were gifted these things, then what's the problem? I don't know about the entire situation and what was said and what she's done and didn't do. I'm not doing this to speak about anything in her life because I can't speak on what I do not know. I'm just telling you about the events that have happened that I knew about, that I was involved in, indirectly or directly, and just my opinion about how we need to stop being judgmental to one another and mind our business. If people subscribe to her and they like her for whatever reason, that's between her and them. If you don't like her for whatever reason, that's between you and her. But it doesn't have to be a thing where you have to go and get a bandwagon of people. I don't like her. I don't like her. Did you hear this? Did you hear that? She did this. Who gives a fuck? And I'm not trying to bash anybody. I'm not trying to comfort anybody. I don't want anybody in my comments talking reckless. I just want you to think about it for a minute. My situation with my son, he was wrong. The little boy had been picked on. Not by my son, but my son laughed. And if you're not a part of the solution, you're part of the problem. And we all have been in situations as children coming up where you're trying to find yourself and you feel some kind of way, And so he helped support those who were doing the wrong thing. Peeps, my feelings were so hurt because went off the information that was given to me. I was wrong, my son was wrong, and then the oldest one put a battery pack in the middle child's back. You better. Got into a fight with the boy the next day as I was on my way to deal with the spit situation, and the other parent was there, and we all sat down and we talked, and we found out that it was a misunderstanding. He was yelling and he spit on him, and he did not apologize. But that's not the same as you gathering spit in your mouth and you spitting on somebody, intentionally. This little boy was such this sweet, timid, quiet, calm child. And so that got me to thinking about this situation and how I was so ready to be like, yeah, they hating on you. I don't know one way or the other if they are truly hating, or if somebody really felt like something was true and they felt like they wanted to out her for one reason or another. I thought that the group was positive, and I started hearing all of these things, and I'm just thinking to myself, well, what happens if I go jumping out here creating this video and I'm wrong? What if she's really not legitimate? Or on the other hand, what if she is legitimate? We have to step back and think about how we interact with each other, what drives us to do the things that we do. Sometimes we're wrong, y'all. That woman and her child need somewhere to stay and you help contribute to that, then hey, you did a good thing. And if she's lying about what she needs or why she needs it, or lying about how she's going about getting it, the universe will deal with that. And so that's basically where I am, peeps. That's how I feel about it. If you have any questions, any comments, any concerns, you can leave them down below, or you can email me. I'll be sure to get back to you. And until the next time, peace.